What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Arsenal Career Mode here on FC25. It has been a long time coming to get this episode out. I apologize for the delay, but we're finally getting it out, and we're going to try to get back into this career mode, or maybe a new one. You guys are going to need to leave your comments down below. Leave a like on the video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, but let me know if you want us to continue the Arsenal Career Mode here into season number 2, or if you want us to just go ahead and end it and start a new career mode. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below. We are going to finish off season number 1, all 6 or 7 Premier League games, and then the FA Cup game or games as well. We've got a semi-final matchup against Newcastle, so we'll have to see what happens in that game. We were able to get past Brentford in our quarterfinal matchup against them 3-1. Aston Villa gets past their matchup. They're going to be facing off against Manchester City, and like I said, we are going to be going up against Newcastle. Just in case you guys forgot at this point, Kai Havertz and Bukayo Saka have been leading this team. Martin Odegaard's been leading us as well, as you would expect from our captain. Gabriel Jesus, an unlikely contributor, and Martinelli and Trossard have been doing well as well. We're going to go ahead and get straight into action. A bad pass from Saliba finds an Ipswich man. An Ipswich man finds George Hurst through the middle of the field, and he is going to bury it for a 1-0 lead for Ipswich over Arsenal after just 11 minutes. Very worrying for the boys to start off the game like this. Ben White gets the ball off of the Ipswich man, sends a ball up to Saka. It somehow gets to him off of an Ipswich man. He finds Havertz. Havertz takes the shot, and a good save by the goalie. Saka's then going to swing in a corner. We know how good he is at that, and Mikel Merino is going to end up on the header and find a goal for Arsenal after 30 minutes to get one back and level this game. It gets Mikel Arteta pretty excited, but in the Premier League, you can never be too excited, especially after just leveling a game at 1. Amari Hutchinson sending a ball through to Hurst yet again, and he finds yet another goal for Ipswich, 2-1 after just 41 minutes. You don't love to see 2 goals given up to a team like Ipswich in the first half of this game. We're now early into the second half. Odegaard with the ball in the middle of the field, looking over the top for Kai Havertz, who can't quite get there. Unfortunately, good keeping there by Walton to make sure that we don't get our second goal ourselves. He's going to send it upfield, and Merino is going to come down with it. Heads it down to Martinelli, actually. Odegaard over the top to Saka. Saka brings it down, having a little bit of trouble bringing it down, and fires it off of the crossbar. Martinelli is going to end up on it, though. Nearly gets fouled in the box. Sends a cross in, and Kai Havertz is going to give Arsenal not a lead, unfortunately, but is going to level the game yet again, 2-2 after 64 minutes. The boys are going to start celebrating, but there is more work to be done left in this game. We still need 3 points, boys. Saka is going to find himself with the ball. Merino inside in the middle of the field, making a nice cut. Finds a good pass into Trossard. Trossard with the left-footed shot, and we'll find a third. We will take the lead after 73 minutes. Trossard with his signature celebration. And boys, we need these 3 points. We can't drop points to Ipswich. Great pass by Merino. Great finish by Trossard. Left-footed shot. Keeper, no chance. And that's actually going to do it for our first game of the day. We're going to go ahead and quickly move on to the next game after this. But it was 3 points, well-deserved. We played better overall. We ended up with the win, and that's what needed to happen. But next is going to be the FA Cup semi-final matchup against Newcastle. Newcastle has been one of the worst teams to play against in this Arsenal career mode. We have not had a lot of fun going up against them. The combo of Alexander Isak and Anthony Gordon has been terrifying for our defense and for David Raya, who has given up multiple goals to them. So hopefully going to try to keep them at bay here in this game. We'll see what happens. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Arsenal lineup. And while we're doing it, if you could, please be sure to like the video, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. Like I said, if you want us to continue the Arsenal career mode after you watch this full episode, or if you want us to go ahead and start a new career mode, I am all ears. But let's go ahead and get into this semifinal game against Newcastle. We desperately need a win. We need to come away with some type of trophy this season. We've already been bounced out of the Champions League. Things are looking okay in the Premier League, but it's still a tight race. The FA Cup, it would be very, very nice to get... Oh no. Yeah, you see what's happening here. Mbeumo, what a turn after 30 minutes. Inside the box, fools the entire defense and gives Newcastle the 1-0 lead. And it's going to go from bad to worse quickly. Declan Rice in the middle of the field, loses possession. Sliding challenge on Joe Willock, former Arsenal man, takes him out. Was it a red card? It's going to be a red card. The referee sends Declan Rice off in the 35th minute, making our chances of winning this game much, much more difficult. But was it a red card? I don't know. It's a pretty dangerous challenge, but is it red card worthy in the 35th minute? Maybe not, maybe just a yellow. Referee shows us red. Martinelli making a few turns in midfield, getting down the wing, and is going to fire in across to Kai Havertz. And Kai Havertz gives us 1 goal in this game. We level it. I keep wanting to say it gives us the lead, but we're not getting any leads. But we find a way to score 1, even down to 10 men. So things are looking okay right now. Can we keep it up for the entirety of the game? I don't know. Having only 10 against Newcastle is dangerous. And as you can see, it comes back to bite us. Alexander Isak in the middle of the field. Great through ball to Anthony Gordon and in off of the top right corner. Not much David Raya could do about it. Not much the defense could do about it. They've been trying, but look at this. Look at that ball from Alexander Isak through to Anthony Gordon. Left-footed shot. Anthony Gordon can't score. David Raya makes the save, but Alexander Isak is there to clean it up, and that is 3-1 to Newcastle after 77 minutes. Not much you can say about this one. Could have been better, should have been better, but wasn't. 3-1 loss to Newcastle here in the FA Cup semifinal. We will not be winning that trophy, and we will not be winning the Champions League trophy either. Our only hope for silverware now in this season is going to be in the Premier League, but we are 1 point behind Manchester City with 5 games remaining. They did win their game in hand, so it's going to be a tough road. They've only lost 3 games all year. We've lost 6. That's really where we've messed up, and our goal difference isn't as good as theirs. So is that going to come back to bite us? I don't know. We'll see. We have a very favorable matchup, though, coming up against Bournemouth. 20th placed Bournemouth. You would not have guessed that with the way they're playing in real life. But can we find a way to win this game? We'll have to see. Martinelli in the 60th minute, finding a pass through to Kai Havertz, and a fantastic finish from Kai Havertz. It took us a while to get going in this game, but we were eventually able to, and we do score, and we are going to take the 1-0 lead after 60 minutes. We've got 30 minutes remaining in this game. Anything could happen. Bournemouth could easily score, and they're going to have a chance here after just a few minutes after that Kai Havertz goal. Semenyo, I bet he wishes he could have that one back. A toe tap that just barely even goes to David Raya. So not a great finish from him. 90th minute now, Tomiyasu heads one down to Quentin Timber. Timber pushing forward. We just need to waste a couple more seconds. Trossard now going to take a shot. It is blocked by the Bournemouth defender, which means we have a corner with basically no time remaining. So Bukayo Saka is going to send in a cross. We are not going to score from it, unfortunately, but we waste enough time and we pass it back to Trossard, and that is a 1-0 victory for Arsenal over Bournemouth, 3 points in the bag. This means that we can hopefully make up some ground on Manchester City, but as you can see, they don't drop any points in their next game either. They get all 3. The goal difference between us is 6 goals, so we've got some work to do. I don't know if we're going to be able to make up that goal difference. We just need to rely on them to drop some points. And they've got some matchups that are more than favorable for them. I believe they play Ipswich in one of their final games. We play Southampton. It's going to be back and forth. We don't know what's going to happen. Top 4 right now is Spurs and Liverpool besides us. So let's go ahead and hop into this next game against Liverpool. We're going to take a look at the top scorers in the Premier League. Heung-min Son leading the way. Kai Havertz down there in 5th for Arsenal. The top assist leader in the Premier League is Bukayo Saka with 14 through 34 games. He's not going to break the record, more than likely, but a great season nonetheless from him. Martin Odegaard in there in the top 5 as well. And then as far as clean sheets go, it is going to be David Raya with 16 clean sheets through 33 games. That is absolutely crazy. If you guys don't remember, go ahead and check out the last few episodes. We did lose to Atletico Madrid in the round of 16 in the Champions League. It was an absolutely heartbreaking defeat. We lost on penalties. I wish I could have that one back, but you got to keep moving forward, and that is what we will do here. Liverpool versus Arsenal, 3rd versus 2nd. Surely Luis Diaz is off right there, right? He is, luckily. It was a very tight decision. Luckily for us, he also didn't score the goal, so there was no controversy there at all. Odegaard now with it in the box. Has to go back out of the box. Marino now with it. Looks over the top for Gabriel Martinelli, who brings it down. Looks across goal for Kai Havertz, and unfortunately cannot find him. Liverpool breaking free now. Luis Diaz inside. They're going to eventually find Diogo Jota in the box. Ben White, one challenge, another challenge. Still doesn't have the ball. They get a shot away, and it will be a Liverpool corner now. Good save by David Raya, but a save you would expect him to make. Mohamed Salah inside to Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott with a cross, and Konate is wide open in the box and finds a goal for Liverpool after just 20 minutes. Not a great start to this game either. It has probably been the downfall of our team, to be honest. I mean, we give up early goals a lot. Andy Robertson, great ball over the top to Jota. Raya has to make yet another save after 35 minutes. We're lucky not to be 2-0 down there, but we move forward. Martinelli with the ball inside the box. Sends a cross to Kai. Kai sends it off of the crossbar. Van Dijk clears it away, only as far as Mikel Merino, who does get fouled by Harvey Elliott in a very dangerous position. Bukayo Saka standing over the ball initially, but gives it up to Martin Odegaard, and Martin Odegaard will take the shot, and that is one of the best free kicks we have seen in this career mode. Probably is the best free kick we've seen in this career mode, and levels this game at 1 after 40 minutes. Celebrates with some fans that I don't know if they're Arsenal fans or not. Didn't look like it, but what a free kick from Martin Odegaard, our captain. Oh, captain, my captain. What a shot this is. And Alisson and the wall. Nothing they can do about that one. 1-1 after 40 minutes. We see another play here. Oh, Martinelli has to finish that. Mikel Merino's passing the last few games has been incredible. Bukayo Saka takes a shot at the end of the first half that is saved by Alisson. 1-1 still. Diogo Jota gets past multiple defenders and gives Liverpool the lead back again. 2-1 after 53 minutes. Should the defense have done better? Absolutely. I mean, Gabriel, I believe Timber was over there as well. And then David Raya gets beat at his near post. Not great look from the defense there. 78 minutes gone now. We have a chance to push forward. Timber gets taken out. Quentin Timber, that is, by a Liverpool man. And I think this is going to be a second yellow for that Liverpool man. And it is a red card for Bruno G. That second yellow card, it was a dangerous challenge for him to be doing while he's on a yellow already. We're going to take another look at it here, and yeah, he catches him very late. Referee not taking any chances with that one, sends him off. Liverpool down to 10 men for the final 10-15 minutes of this game. Havertz, great nod down to Odegaard, but a terrible, terrible shot from Odegaard in that situation. 90 minutes gone now, still down by 1. Odegaard looks over the top for Gabriel Jesus out on the left wing. Jesus pushing forward, looking for someone to pass it to, finds Timber eventually. Timber sends it over to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu has a lane to run into, tries to look across for Quentin Timber, and who could not get to it. Bukayo Saka tries to send it in, and it's a deflection, and Liverpool maintain possession of the ball. 2-1 loss to 10 men Liverpool. I mean, it was only 10 men for like 15 minutes. But it's a terrible loss. 3 points dropped with Man City already in a lead with 1 point. I think it's pretty much over at this point. We're going to have to check the standings here in a second and see what it's looking like. Diogo Jota was the player of the game. 7 attempts on target. Or maybe not on target, but overall. We are in second place still, obviously. Liverpool and Spurs behind us still. But Manchester City, draw. They drop points in their game. They're only 2 points ahead of us. It is still possible with 3 games remaining for us to win the Premier League. We've got to match up with Crystal Palace now. Again, 3 points is absolutely necessary. Kai Havertz looking for someone to pass it to. Eventually takes the shot instead and draws a good save out of the keeper there. Bukayo Saka rushing to take the corner. But unfortunately, he's not going to be the one taking this corner. It's going to be Declan Rice. He's got to swing it in from that left side on the right foot. Declan Rice swinging it in. Gabriel can't get to it, but it's knotted down to Saliba by the defender. And Saliba will get a goal. I don't know if he scored one before that this season at all. But 10 minutes in, set piece FC, Stoke City. That's what Arsenal is, apparently, according to the world. I'm okay with it. I don't know about you guys, but I love scoring set piece goals and seeing set piece goals being scored. Mikel Merino shrugging off the defender here in midfield after the 65th minute. Martinelli cutting inside. Just going to go ahead and take a shot. Great shot. Bukayo Saka with the rebound. Looking for someone to pass it to. Finds Havertz. Havertz lays it off to Merino. And Merino gives us a second after 67 minutes. That's pretty much 3 points sealed. Crystal Palace are a tough team to go up against. But anytime we're playing at the Emirates Stadium, you expect us to win. Merino takes control of the ball. Calafiori tries to send it forward. But that's going to be the end of this one, and we get 3 points. Go ahead and make your predictions on if you think we're going to win the Premier League. There's 2 games remaining after this. Can we do it? Yes, but we have to rely on other Premier League teams, and that's never what you want to see. You want to be in the driver's seat in a situation like this, and unfortunately, we are just not. We're going up against our arch nemesis next as well, Newcastle. But as you can see, we do now have a game in hand. Man City dropped points yet again. They're only on 82 with 37 played, which means we can level with them after this next game. But again, their goal difference is what's going to hurt us. They're 6 ahead in goal difference still. Newcastle down in 6th place. They've won 20 games. They've had a pretty solid season. They're going to be fighting for the top 4. So this is going to be a very, very crucial game for both teams, really. Looking for someone to pass it to. Eventually takes a shot. David Raya, a fantastic save there. Joe Willock gets tackled by Odegaard. Maintains possession, though. Back to Kelly. Kelly inside to Longstaff. Longstaff takes a shot. This time, David Raya will collect. 17 minutes gone now. Lascelles is pushing forward. Finds Willock. Willock finds Alexander Isak. And Isak, he's going to finish that 100 times out of 100 times probably. I mean, he is so good in this game. He's good in real life, but in this game, he's even better, I think. 1-0 to Newcastle after about 18 minutes. You can hear it in the fans. I think you can hear it in the fans. They don't love it. Bukayo Saka nearly gets us one back after like 5 minutes. Unfortunately, can't finish that one off. Havertz taking a shot here after 47. Nothing doing. Saka taking another shot. It gets blocked yet again. It just wasn't working out for us. It really wasn't. So many deflections, so many blocked shots by Newcastle in this game. Bukayo Saka finds Gabby Jesus. Jesus back to Saka. Saka inside to Odegaard, and a right-footed finish from Martin Odegaard is not something you see every day. Yeah, I have to say, I got pretty nervous whenever he was going with his right foot for that shot. But the fans are happy. Mikel's happy. We get one back. But that's not enough. That's only a draw. We need 3 points. We need the win. Can we do it? 10 minutes remaining? I don't know. But a fantastic finish nonetheless from Martin Odegaard right there. What an incredible shot. And what an incredible play from Bukayo Saka and Gabby Jesus linking up. And with 90 minutes gone in this game, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys watch what happens here at the end of this game. It is incredible. I mean, seriously, it doesn't get any better than that. We end up with 3 points. Leandro Trossard saves the game at the death. What a game it was. This happened in real life. The scenes at the Emirates would be insane. Leandro Trossard, what a finish. He hasn't been the best player in this career mode. Hasn't been the best player in real life this season. If he did something like that, it would more than make up for anything else he has ever done. And we end up with 3 points. We are now on to the final game of the season, though. Final game, potentially of the series. Let me know in the comments below. Again, I just need you guys to let me know what you want us to see going forward in this channel. Got to get back into the videos. We're going up against Southampton. Southampton have been known to, be very feisty against Arsenal. A couple seasons ago in real life, we drew 3-3 with them, and that was a pretty crucial game in the season. This is their lineup. It's a very beatable team. It's a team that we have to beat. I mean, Onuachu and Archer are decent players, but that striking partnership up top is something that Gabriel and Saliba should very, very easily deal with. And hopefully they do. We're going with the best lineup we can put out, yet again. Ben White at right back. I miss him in real life right now. But he's in this game. He's hopefully going to help lead us to a win and hopefully to a Premier League title. And hopefully at the end of the game, we're going to be lifting that trophy here at Southampton. That would be a sight to see. And I imagine it would make them and their fans very angry. Not that they have anything against Arsenal, really, but I wouldn't want to see someone else lift a trophy at our ground. Final game of the year. Can we pull off the biggest comeback in Arsenal history? Probably not the biggest comeback in Arsenal history, but anytime you win the Premier League over Manchester City, it's got to be a crazy accomplishment. Odegaard looking over the top early in this game. Finds Havertz. Havertz looks back for Odegaard. Wow. He's able to get a shot away. The keeper was behind the goal almost. Open net, but we couldn't find a way to score. Declan Rice with it now. Urian Timber. Back to Rice. Down here to Ben White. Odegaard now with it. Odegaard going to take a shot. And Bazunu. What a deflection off of Bazunu's hand. I mean, it was a terrible attempt at a save. I'm not sure if there was any swirl or swaz on that ball whenever Odegaard shot it. But for whatever reason, Bazunu could not deal with it. The shot was basically right at him. And he knocks it into that far right corner. and makes it look like a way better goal than it actually was. I mean, the shot was okay, I guess, but right at him, that should be a save every time. Bazunu with a terrible, terrible mistake. But we'll take it. Obviously, we don't care. We just need to score goals. If we could score like 9 or 10 in this game, that would be very helpful for us. If we could score a goal every 5 minutes and score 18 in the game, we might win. Whether or not Manchester City win their game or not. I mean, the goal difference is only 6. It's doable to make it back up, but we would have to have a crazy game. Odegaard back to Saka. Saka looking for a cutback. Probably should have taken a shot. And at the end of the first half, we still only have 1 goal. That is not enough to make up on that goal difference. The players are trotting off at halftime and don't look super happy. I mean, obviously, we don't know what's happening in Manchester City yet. We're going to find out later on. Havertz, beginning of the second half, finds Saka, almost finds him, and could have nearly been a penalty there. Shouts for it, more than likely, from the players, but we do not get one. We're going to keep the press on Southampton here, though. We are going to force an error eventually. Saka, tackle. Saka is sent down the line by Odegaard. Saka looks for a shot, or looks for a cross, but it looks like a shot at the same time. Declan Rice now with it, sends it to Partey, who sends it to Odegaard, and Bukayo Saka is in behind the defense. Can we get another goal? Yes, we can. Bukayo Saka finishes it off at the near post, 2-0 after 73 minutes. I don't think we're going to make up the goal difference in this game. We just have to rely on Manchester City losing their final game. Can we do it? Yes. Are we going to? I don't think so. And at the end of this game, it started to get a little nervy. Southampton turned into like prime Barcelona in the final 10 minutes of the game. They were making the right pass, the right move, the right skill moves almost every time they got the ball. And Cameron Archer gets them one back. The worst thing that could happen right now is us dropping points at all. If we win the game, we can at least say we gave ourselves a good chance of winning the Premier League on the final day. If we drop points, I don't know. It would just be turmoil at the club. Onuachu to Bree. Bree inside the small bone. I mean, like I said, the passing, the last 10 minutes of the game was just incredible from Southampton. The tiki-taka play was working out to perfection for them. Onuachu, final seconds of the game, sends Cameron Archer through. Cameron Archer getting past Saliba, who I thought about sliding for that challenge. I didn't. Luckily, he misses the target. This game ends 2-1. We get 3 points, but again, the players aren't celebrating. And I think we know what happened. Odegaard doesn't look too happy walking off. There's no celebration. Everyone's just kind of talking to each other. I imagine this game finished before the Manchester City game, so maybe there was some time left that we had to wait and see what happens in their game, but still no celebration. And I think we know what that means. Manchester City have won the Premier League, and Arsenal have not. Even though we got the 3 points we needed, you can see here that Manchester City beat Fulham on the final day 4-1. Manchester City, I mean, they only lost 3 games all season long. There's not much more you can do about that. We won more games than them, actually, 27 in total, but only drew 4. 7 losses is what killed us. We both finished on 85 points, but the Manchester City goal difference was 7. And that gives them the Premier League title over Arsenal for 3 years in a row. It doesn't get much worse than that, if we're being completely honest. The teams that get relegated are Southampton, Leicester, and Bournemouth. Again, Bournemouth, that is a crazy end to their season. I mean, 2 wins out of 38 games for Bournemouth. I mean, this team in real life is doing very well. Beat Arsenal 2-0 in real life, but they only beat 2 teams all year in this career mode. That's pretty crazy. We see some tweets, or whatever you want to call them here. Real Madrid and Inter are going to be facing off against each other in the final of the Champions League. Premier League team of the season, we have 6 Arsenal players. 4 from the defense, Gabriel Saliba, Ben White, and David Raya. And then 2 from the midfield with Martin Odegaard and Mikel Merino. You would think with 6 players in the team of the season of 11, we would have won the Premier League, but we didn't. And Son is the player of the season as well. Manchester City win the league, and they could win the Champions League as well. You know, there's not much else to say. It's just kind of a sigh, a deep sigh. Bukayo Saka and Kai Havertz lead the team in goals and assists, and Martin Odegaard was pretty good as well, like I said. But it was all for basically nothing. We don't win the Premier League. We don't win the FA Cup. We don't win the Champions League. We don't win the Carabao Cup. I don't think we even won the preseason friendlies that we played in. I think we lost most of them, or we went 1-1-1, something like that. I think I remember us losing to Bayern or something. It doesn't matter. It just means that we went trophyless for another season. Are we bottlers? Is Arsenal Bottle FC? I mean, we might be. Maybe the people on Twitter are right. The people on Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok and just everywhere, all over social media, all there is Arsenal hate. And maybe they're right. Maybe we are Bottle FC. Maybe we are Stoke City. Maybe we are Set Piece FC. But did we have fun along the way? For the most part. I mean, yeah, for the most part. There was definitely some times where we didn't have fun. That is for damn sure. Sometimes it was infuriating playing in this career mode. But, you know, if we did another season, could we avenge ourselves? More than likely, yes. I mean, surely we would win another competition if we played another season. We would have to. Or else it would all be for nothing. Ethan Nwaneri, I wanted to get him more game time this year. 16 games isn't bad, but only 3 assists in those 16 games. I mean, he probably came on as a sub, most of them. But, you know, it just wasn't enough. No matter what, it wasn't enough. The main positions that we're going to need to look to upgrade on is probably left wing, and then maybe left back, maybe right back. I mean, we got Ben White and Timber. They can both play pretty much anywhere, but should we get a better left back? Should we get a better central midfielder than Mikel Merino? I thought Mikel Merino was pretty good in this career mode. But left wing, Leandro Trossard, Gabriel Martinelli, I mean, the combination of the two, they had about 15 goals and 15 assists combined between them, which is pretty good. 30 goal contributions from your left wing. I mean, I don't know how much more you could ask for when you had 40 from your striker and your right wing as well. But that's going to be a decision that you guys are going to have to make. If we do another season in this Arsenal career mode, do you guys want to see a new left winger? Do you want us to sell Gabriel Martinelli? Do you want us to sell Gabriel Jesus? Do you want us to sell Leandro Trossard? One player we're definitely not going to bring back is Raheem Sterling. He has been a pretty useless signing for us, even if it was just a loan signing. Very useless, to be fair. Do we get rid of Thomas Partey, who's going to be pushing to 32 years old next season? Jorginho's already going to be leaving us in this career mode for Newcastle at the end of this season. So we're going to be losing some depth in midfield. Do we bring in a new midfielder, a younger midfielder that can help lead us to titles? Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League, it doesn't matter. We need to win some type of trophy. These are all decisions that you guys are going to have to make. I want to see your comments. I mean, if there aren't any comments, then I'll have to make the decisions myself and see if we do another season or not. But please be sure to leave your comments, leave a like, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. But are we going to get sacked? We get to look here at all the trophies that we missed out on, all of the accomplishments that we didn't accomplish, all of the objectives that we failed. Is Arsenal going to fire us? They don't. We still have the option of doing another season. I thought about the opportunity that we might not even have another season, but we do have another opportunity to stay in charge of Arsenal with Mikel Arteta, So we have that option. We should have been fired more than likely, but we are not. So will we see you for season number 2 of the Arsenal career mode, or will we start a new one and a new journey somewhere else? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Oh, and one more thing. Come on, you Gunners. We got to see more from you. I just saw you lose or draw to Everton.